Hello, everybody, and this is Dom from Upstate Supernatural. I'd like to welcome everybody to Live Spirit Frequencies. This week I have Jerry. He's on his way. He's actually doing an activity. He does like volleyball type stuff and community volleyball stuff. So he's running a little bit late. Scott is actually still in the midst of his travels. He did the Ohio State Reformatory over the weekend, and he's now in Ohio. He'll be probably back with us next week, but due to internet issues, he is unable to join us for tonight. But I do have James here with me, and I'm going to go ahead and switch over to James real quick so you can give just a shout out to say, welcome to everybody.
Okay. Thanks, Tom. Hey, everyone. I'd like to thank everyone in Live Paranormal. Jeremy, Callie, BPB Trick. I seen Doppel was in here. He's supposed to be coming back. And everybody watching on YouTube, thank you for joining. If you want to join the live chat, it's on liveparanormal.com. Just come over and make a free account. Um, I hope you enjoy the show. Dom?
And this, I just clicked on something really funky. But I'm going to go back to you real quick and then go back to that. And it should, there we go, pinged it back in. Anyway, for anybody that's watching on YouTube, or if you're watching on Daily Motion or wherever it may be, there is the website link, which you can view on the screen as we were doing the show. I don't have it annotated because it's not allowing me to annotate during the stream before it's aired. But I can try to figure something out with that. But I'd like to thank everybody that's tuned in. We're going to be doing more Water ITC. We got about 4 more episodes, or 5 more episodes, counting this one. So we're on episode 6. We're going up to 10 with that. And then we're going to be switching over to Ouija boards, which actually Jen Treasure Trove had sent us a Ouija board, and I believe she sent you one as well, right, James?
Yes, and actually, while you bring that up, I'd like to thank Jen once again. That was a very nice thing for her to do.
And if you haven't caught Jen Treasure Trove, you can find her stuff on eBay. You can find a Jen Treasure Trove store on eBay, and she has a lot of different trinkets, dolls, board games, books, numerous collectibles. She actually, I believe she cleans houses and basically afterwards auctions the some of the state away for the individuals that are trying to sell their house. So, I mean, she does an outstanding job at what she does, and I wanted to give a personal thank you as well, and as James did. But without further ado, we're just going to go ahead and showcase our findings from last week. And again, this is findings from last week. If you are wearing headphones, this may be loud at certain points, so be cautious and, turn them up and down as you feel comfortable. But without further ado, here you go.
Can you please come forward and say your name? Can you please come forward and say your name? There is a male spirit currently here at this residence. What is your name? There is a male spirit currently here at this residence. What is your name?
How well have you been able to adjust yourself to where you are now compared to the way you were before? How well have you been able to adjust yourself to where you are now compared to the way you were before? Being tired or cold or weak or anything like that anymore? Being tired or cold or weak or anything like that anymore?
Can you tell me how old you are? Can you tell me how old you are? Can you make your presence known and say your name? Can you make your presence known and say your name? Can you please come forward?
And that's all the things we had for findings from last week. Next week, just to let everybody know, there is no show. We may try to do a pre-record if possible, or if you have a chance, you can go to liveparanormal.com, check out the news feeds, and check out one of our older episodes, or you can check us out on YouTube and check out any of the episodes we have on there as well. But next week, due to an event that we're hosting for the Haunted New York Trailways, we're going to try to set up Thursday night, and the event is on Friday night. So there will be no shows for us whatsoever next week. It'll be kind of a nice breather somewhat, but it's not really a breather because we're still doing the event. But I'd like to give a huge shout out. Chris V, I see, is in the chat as well. If you haven't checked out her channel, checked out the shows that she does, she just hit her year anniversary, and definitely check that out. Give some support, give some love towards, some of the other individuals out there. Callie, thank you so much for being in here. BPG, and anybody on YouTube, you can click on the link which is in the description below the video, and that'll take you right over here. It's a free account to sign in. But I'm going to go ahead and do a burst session, James. And Jer should be here shortly. And then after that, we'll switch over to some water ITC.
Sounds like a plan to me, dog.
So I'm going to go ahead and mute you real quick. And James, go ahead and talk. Okay, I can't hear you. And let me turn this off just to make sure I'm not getting any audible text messages or such. Okay. Nothing's more annoying than trying to do any research, and if you're at an event or you're doing the research at your home or wherever you're doing it, having your phone on silent is a huge necessity. But without further, without wasting any more time, we can go ahead and turn this on. Hello, hello. If there is anyone that is here, I'd like to say hello. Yes, I am talking to you. I can almost hear you through the headset, actually. Out of curiosity, the little girl that was here, the little girl spirit that was here, Emily, is she still here, or is she gone? How are you doing this evening? How have you been? Do you remember who I am? You remember my name and who I am? I mean, are you new here, or have you been here? Out of curiosity, it's actually raining outside. Does the weather affect you? Does it cause you to want to stay inside? Does it give you energy? And again, there is nobody here. I'm working out a strategy to actually get a surveillance system patched in as a viewpoint. And that'll be for all shows that I do with any communication. Kind of very similar to Southwest Ghost of UK. I've always enjoyed that aspect of his channel and how he has a surveillance showcased. So I'd like to try to do the same. I'd like to try to kind of knock out that variable. But I am home alone. There is no one here. Jerry is still not here. And just me. And I'm definitely, I kind of hear stuff. I'm going to turn this off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and play this back, everybody. And with this, when I play this back, you're going to, probably if you're wearing headphones, you're probably going to want to turn it down. I just don't want you to blast your ears. It may not be too loud, but it may be fairly loud. And I am unsure of how that's going to react with you. So I'm going to kind of go ahead and turn this on and turn it up to a comfortable level. Hello, hello. If there is anyone that is here, I'd like to say hello. Hello? I'm hearing a female saying something talking. Yes, I am talking to you. I can almost hear you through the headset, actually. Out of curiosity, the little girl that was here, the little girl spirit that was here, Emily, is she still here, or is she gone? Is she still here, or is she gone? I hear a clear response right there. Still here, or is she gone? I hear Emily. Still here, or is she gone? How are you doing this evening? How have you been? Do you remember who I am? You remember my name and who I am? I mean, are you new here, or have you been here?
out of curiosity, it's actually raining outside. Does the weather affect you? Does it cause you to want to stay inside? Does it give you energy?
I'm hearing a very clear yes in that.
Does it give you energy? And again, there is nobody here. I'm working out a strategy to actually get a surveillance system patched in as a viewpoint. And that'll be for all shows that I do with any communication. Kind of very similar to Southwest Ghost UK. I've always enjoyed that aspect of his channel and how he has a surveillance showcased. So I'd like to try to do the same. I'd like to try to kind of knock out that variable. But I am home alone. There is no one here. Jerry is still not here. And just me. And I'm definitely, I kind of hear stuff. I'm going to turn this off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Very interesting. James, you're there, right, bud? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Now, through the microphone that you have patched in with me, were you hearing stuff?
I heard a couple of things there. Like, at the beginning, the girl's name there.
Like not even in playback. Were you hearing that stuff as well through the microphone?
Yes and no. Yes and no. For me to hear that stuff, I gotta have my volume really high on my headsets.
Oh,
But I heard a few little things, but yeah.
Yeah, I actually have a friend that was over that has a child, and after hanging out with this friend, I haven't really heard Emily or had any experiences with the little spirit, the little girl Emily, and they're doing a voice session, a voice memo,
Okay.
and they actually captured Emily's name and so forth, playing with the child. Playing with their child that's still alive. So
Right. Okay.
that's why I kind of wanted to ask that, because it was, very curious.
Well, on the playback, I did hear the girl's name there,
Yeah,
like Emily.
I heard
I
Emily,
did.
and I thought
Yeah.
I heard she left.
Yeah.
Yeah, very interesting.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool actually.
But I'm gonna go ahead and we're going to do the opposite of what we did last week. So what we did last week is we spun the bowl and kind of tried to do some of the water ITC. And we still have yet to really kind of see any real image that is profound for us to, really capture and show as findings. But this week we're going to go ahead and have James do the water ITC, and I'll have my audio on. So you'll be able to hear me ask the questions. It'll capture the audio where I am, even though he's doing the water ITC there. And maybe halfway through, we'll switch it to James asking questions where he is, just to kind of see if there's a difference. So James, you don't even have to mute. I can mute you here. So I think that'll work in another capacity.
Sounds like a plan.
So I'll just mute you on the soundboard that I have, the mixer that's patched in everything, and I'll start asking questions. Switch over to your video. anybody in the chat, if you have any questions you'd like us to ask, please feel free to type that in the chat. Please leave a comment, let us know. And if you have any comments or any ideas for the shows, let us know that as well. All right, the video's on you, my friend. Any spirits within communication? James is trying to do what is called water ITC. With water ITC, it is basically stirring water or getting water to manifest yourself, manifest your face or image of something you remember in the water. Would you be able to do that for James? And if there's any spirits that are around me, if you could try to help communicate to anything that's around James, I would appreciate that immensely. And that noise is actually the fan within the computer that is the interview computer, just to let everybody know what that noise is. And any spirits within communication, can you show yourself in James's area? Are you able to let yourself be seen? What you guys just saw was James taking a photo. And you are getting my audio, and I'm hearing stuff here. Go ahead and turn up the mic just a tad. And spirits, ghosts, entities, angels, whatever you would like to be called. Does this method seem to be beneficial for you? Does this method seem to work for you to try to communicate? Are we doing this wrong? And something I actually tried last week is, James, if you just want to tap the water, see if the ripples cause anything as well. The first tap, I thought I saw a face, actually. And if you're able to, could you try to show perhaps your name? Maybe even a location. Can you show a location? Now, what I'm going to try to do, James, as I said earlier, I was going to leave the room, leave it silent. You will not hear me. I will not be anywhere near the room. I'll actually go outside of the house. It is raining outside, but I'll just go outside of the house. And any spirits, if you'd like to try to communicate through the audio, or if you'd like to try to communicate through the water ITC, please feel free to try to do that. James would be happy to see you through the water, as would anyone that is viewing this, including myself. It'd be a wonderful experience, and we'd appreciate trying to figure out the best way to find to truly communicate with you. That is me getting up and walking. That's me walking into the room. All right, and I'm back. I'm going to turn off my mic, and James, you're on.
Okay. Here, let me just plug in my voice recorder here. Oh, one sec, Don. Okay. Now, if there's anyone around, could you tell me your name or show yourself? Be much appreciated. Now, if you're not around me right now, are you around Dom? Do you know Dom, or do you know me? Do you find it easy or hard at all to try to show yourself in the water or any sign of yourself? Would you happen to be the little girl there that Don keeps hearing? And I've heard you a few times. Is there anything in particular that you'd like to tell Dom or I? No, what I never asked you is what is your name? Would you be able to tell me that? How old are you? And are you a boy or a girl? Do you remember when you were born? Where did you live? Where did you live? Yeah. Do you mind the fact that I keep trying to communicate with you? Now, Scott's not here this week. He's still on his trip. Is there anything that you'd like for us to relay back to him for when he gets back? Now, I know it might be hard, but would you be able to try your hardest to manifest yourself into this water? It'd be much appreciated. Mm. What can you tell me about yourself? Is there anyone in particular you're looking for, or are you just passing through, or are you stuck here? And I wanted to ask you there, like, do you enjoy us trying to communicate with you? If so, could you please try to show yourself in the water, please? It'd be a great help if you did. What's your favorite food? Like pizza, whatever. What's your favorite thing to eat? Mind you, pizza would be good about now. And do you have any pets? I have 2 dogs. Maybe you've seen my dogs, maybe you haven't. Let me know if you have. Now, is there anything you'd like to say to Dom right now? Now, if you had a job in the past, what do you used to do for a living? Could you show me or tell me? Right. Well, thank you very much for letting me take your time. I'm going to stop this session there, and I'm going to hand it back over to Dom. Thank you very much.
And I'm right here, and I have my little special guest behind me. Jerry, actually, he contacted me in the midst of when I wasn't in the room, and he's not going to make it tonight, obviously. But James, did you want me to do the birth session, or did you want to do the birth session?
Doesn't matter to me, Dom. Doesn't matter to me. Damn, my mic got all wet.
How challenging would it be to move the camera back where it was?
Okay, just give me a sec here.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm actually going to go ahead and play the promotional video. I've been trying to do this for each channel or supporters that have kind of been there for us throughout, the whole entire time we've been doing this. So this week I'm going to actually be doing live paranormal again. But next week I'll have more different ones. They'll be coming out. And here it is. Each week, we would like to thank our supporters. Check out one of the largest websites within the paranormal, www.liveparanormal.com. Free to sign up for live radio or TV shows. Come join the family of Live Paranormal. Have evidence you'd like to showcase? Or see others' findings? Check out the Evidence Hub. Curious to find a psychic near you? Search Live Paranormal for a psychic. Have a book? Or looking to find something interesting to read? Check out the Featured Books and Magazines Hub. Missed that show that just aired? Or looking for an old episode? Check out the extensive archive library of Live Paranormal. Check out the show's directory, whether radio or TV. Live Paranormal, I'm sure, has something for you. You can find more at www.liveparanormal.com. Each week, we will... And that's just a little promotional thing. We've been trying to do that for each...
Test 1, 2, 3, test.
for each channel or individuals that have kind of supported us throughout the field. We've had ones for Chris V, Spooky Raven. I'm trying to think what other ones. Gen Treasure Trove, Live Paranormal. Other ones that will be coming out is My Paranormal Corner, and numerous other ones, actually. I have a whole list of ones that I was going to try to do. It does take a little bit of time to do, but I just want to show support and kind of give thanks for any of the individuals, any of the channels that have really kind of stuck there and been, good friends and supportive of us. And James, when you're ready, are you pretty good? I think you're muted.
Yeah, I muted myself for a sec there, so I wouldn't disturb you. Yes, I am ready.
All right. And your camera is actually off kilter. You're off to the side of the screen a little bit. There you go. Perfect. Oh, you had it.
Yeah, well, there we go.
Yeah, it's perfect right there.
Okay. It's perfect, too. And there goes... Okay, there you go. How's that look, Don?
Good.
Beautiful? Beautiful. Okay.
And I'm going to mute myself again.
Okay. Just tell me when you're ready. Kind of hard when you're muted, eh? Okay. Hi, my name is James, and once again, I'm going to try to do a burst session with my voice recorder and parabolic mic. Try something different than the water ITC. Now, are there any spirits in communication that would like to speak to me tonight? If so, what are your names? Could you please tell me where you're from? I have a curiosity for you. Like I said right now, I'm running a voice recorder with a parabolic mic. I don't know if you understand what that is or know what that is, but if you do, could you let me know? Whereabouts are you right now? Are you beside me? Are you beside Dom? Are you in front of me? Are you in back of me? Are you around? Now, could you please tell me, how do you feel right now? Are you happy? Are you sad? Do you have any emotions that way? Do you miss your loved ones, or do you still go visit them? I do have a question to ask you. Do you find yourself getting more forgetful as time goes on? God knows I do. Or do you find you're about the same as when you were on Earth? Now, do you have anything you'd like to say to any of these wonderful people in chat tonight? Or do you know any of them actually? What's the happiest thing that you remember? Do you still get dreams? Do you sleep? Are you always awake? Tell me, what was the last thing you ate? The last meal you remember having? Do you find it strange that we keep trying to communicate with you? Now, do you have the ability to, let's say, go through walls and doors and such like that? Or is that more of a urban legend or a myth, shall we say? How old are you anyways, and have you ever been married? Well, thank you very much for for your time, and thank you very much for your attempts at answering my questions. I'm going to stop this EVP session in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much. Okay, let's try to play this back here.
And everybody, if you are listening to this, this could get loud, so I'm actually going to have the advisory popping up. If you're wearing headphones, remember to turn them down to a comfortable level and bring them back up to wherever you feel good.
Ooh, actually, you know what, Don? Just give me 1 second here, and I'm going to put a fresh battery in for good reason. I just noticed how low it is. Okay, thank you very much for your patience, and we'll play this. Okay. My name is James, and once again, I'm going to try to do a burst session. How's it sound, Don? With my voice recorder and parabolic mic. Try something different than the water ITC. Now, are there any spirits in communication that would like to speak to me tonight? If so, what are your names? Could you please tell me where you're from? I have a curiosity for you. As like I said, right now I'm running a voice recorder with a parabolic mic. I don't know if you understand what that is or know what that is, but if you do, could you let me know?
Whereabouts are you right now? Are you beside me? Are you beside Dom? Are you in front of me? Are you in back of me? Are you around? Now, can you please tell me, how do you feel right now? Are you happy? Are you sad? Do you have any emotions that way? Do you miss your loved ones, or do you still go visit them? I do have a question to ask you. Do you find yourself getting more forgetful as time goes on? God knows I do. Or do you find you're about the same as when you were on Earth? Now, do you have anything you'd like to say to any of these wonderful people in chat tonight? Or do you know any of them actually? What's the happiest thing that you remember? Do you still get dreams? Do you sleep? Are you always awake? Tell me, what was the last thing you ate, the last meal you remember having? Do you find it strange that we keep trying to communicate with you? Now, do you have the ability to, let's say, go through walls and doors and such like that, or is that more of a urban legend or a myth, shall we say? How old are you anyways, and have you ever been married? Well, thank you very much for your time, and thank you very much for your attempts at answering my questions. I'm going to stop this EVP session in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There you go, Dom.
Might help if I have the audio on. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. Everybody for watching from YouTube or from Ustream or wherever it may be. And if you'd like to continue seeing other shows that we do, you can check us out at Upstate Supernatural on YouTube. You can also check out our website, upstatesupernatural.com. And don't forget to check us out on Facebook. Sometimes we have special announcements that we kind of release on there before anywhere else. Again, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. And James, thanks for trucking through. It was just the two of us this week, but we made it through.
Just like old times, bud.
So Scott will be back next week, most likely. Jerry as well. And I'd like to, give them shout-outs. Hope they're doing well. And if they're watching this, which I assume Scott will probably watch us after we're aired. But I'd like to give shout-outs for My Paranormal Corner. It's a website. It's a YouTube channel. If you haven't checked it out, definitely go there. My Paranormal Corner. That is Scott's website and his YouTube channel. And he's got outstanding footage. He's got outstanding EVPs. He's been to the Velisca House. He's been to the Queen Mary. He's been to the Stanley Hotel. He's been to a lot of places that a lot of us only dream to go. And he's been there. So if you haven't checked out his stuff, definitely check it out. And you can also find more interactive shows on Paraglobal TV. You can also find more radio shows and more information if you just go to liveparanormal.com. And James, I'm going to go to you.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank everyone in the chat room tonight for showing up. Your support is always appreciated and very much welcomed. I'd like to thank everybody on the YouTube stream for following and watching, and please subscribe. Anyone who's new to this channel, subscribe. I'd like to thank everyone. I hope you enjoyed our session tonight, and we'll see you guys again.
And as the closing goes, I've kind of like saying it, if the shadows can talk, if there is voices in the dark, maybe it's time we start to listen. Everybody have a beautiful weekend. If I don't catch you tomorrow night, we start testing the ethereal on Spirit Box Weekly, and we also have a interview with the Ghost Hunter episode coming out on Sunday. So everybody have a beautiful night, and hope to catch you later on.
Have a great night, everyone.